Hello again. Here I have for you probably one of my favorite Transformers I've ever owned, aside from maybe Masterpiece Prime. Now, what I have to say about this figure, I'm not going to transform him. I'm letting you know that right now, because I don't have the 15 minutes it takes to transform him, and I just, if you haven't seen the transformation by now, I don't know. You need it. Go watch either on JT Mitchell 87 or PR or Optimus, one of those guys, or pretty much you just type in Leader Optimus Prime Revenge of the Fallen. You type that in on YouTube, you're gonna get a hit. Watch the review. It's great. Great figure. I just don't have the time to transform him because it's a pretty involved transformation. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna review the look of the figure and a couple issues I've seen with the way people display them, pose them, that kind of thing. Things that are wrong about the figure in terms of accuracy, which really, there's nothing too wrong with the figure. I mean, it's difficult finding things that are wrong with this guy. But so that's really what I'm going to do. If it's not really what you want to watch, then turn the friggin' video off. And otherwise, I hope you like it. That's really what I have to say. Anyway, let me get going. Let me just start off by saying this is probably Hasbro's best toy, or Takara, whatever, whoever you want to credit this for. One of their best toys they've ever created, and they even say so. Just, you look at movie 1 Prime, and now it's such a big difference, but, I mean, like everyone thought the first movie was great, and it really is still a great figure. I love displaying him. I usually have him in robot mode and in Leader 1 or the movie 1 figure in robot mode or in truck mode to kind of show the two modes, and it works. He's really still a great figure. Can't fault him. If you're still have that one, you don't want this one. I don't know why you wouldn't want this one, but it's still, you don't necessarily need this figure, even though I would say you do if you're a Transformer collector. But Movie 1 Prime is still a great figure. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but this guy's just so much better. So, a couple things I see usually wrong with the way people display him. My first thing I notice is it's kind of silly, not that big of an issue. It's these things. They have them displayed like that. If you watch the movie, or if you look at pictures, that is not how it's done. And again, you might be like, wow, this guy's a loser for even pointing this out. But, it's kind of an OCD thing. I'm not obsessive compulsive, but when I see it, I kind of, I used to pose them like this until I have a poster of Movie 1 Optimus, or not Movie 1, of Movie Prime in my room, and I looked at it, I studied it, and I said, wow, you know what, I never realized that. He actually has these, let me see if I can get him from the top. He actually has these flipped up and at an angle on the top. Same thing with this side. It's not, flat up, it's on top like this, and then angled back. That's actually how he's in the movie. It's not flat down like that. I mean, I'm sorry if this isn't really kind of your type of review, but I just figured instead of a transformation video, I'd do something like that. That's really the biggest thing that I see with the way people pose him. Another problem I see, most people have this figured out, but a lot of people sometimes forget to flip those down, and I mean, oh boy, there he goes. He stands great, it's just I got him at a bad angle. Oh, come on. Let me put the camera down. Flip that down. You owe it to yourself to do that. That's what he's like in the movie. Just do it. So, minor things. Nothing too bad. Again, I can't say enough about this figure. Where they went wrong with not where they went wrong, it's hard to get this guy to be as accurate as possible for a mass-produced toy. They got it probably about as good as there ever will, and knock on wood, if they can, update it even better for the next movie, which there is, it's Transformers 3. I can't wait to get that one because I don't know how they're going to top themselves. And I know we all said that with the first one, but I really don't see how they can make this really any better. There's a couple things, but that, it's just a great figure. I'm kind of speechless. A couple things I would have liked to seen different. One thing being this right here. Kind of wish that was filled in. Not a big deal. Okay, I forgive them. Face, I kind of wish there was a little bit more silver, like on the ears or the antenna, whatever you want to call those. Kind of wish there was a little bit more with that. Really, the biggest thing is the paint, just the detail in the paint. I wish they would have added a little bit more. Buster Prime, which is the one that comes with the gun, has all those details. He's got like the pinstriping and everything. That's really got the premium paint job. If they do come out with a premium job or premium Prime, I will definitely pick it up. I don't have any problem having two of this figure. I want to buy two of even just this figure, one to display and one to kind of transform, play, or not really play with because I don't play with toys, but one to kind of just transform back and forth, because I'm afraid if I transform this guy enough, he's going to get broken. I don't want that to happen. So I want one that's really good condition and one that I can kind of mess around with. Another thing, the red right here. Not a big issue. Doesn't have that in the movie. This is all blue right in here. Again, nothing too bad. Just a little thing that I would have liked to have seen different. I'm glad, if you can see in there, he's got the flames right there. That looks really cool. Just going off of memory here, but these panels right here, really the only way they could make that better is just shrinking them down a little bit. I don't see it. It's not an issue. It still looks good. Not that bad. Again, a lot of it is just paint detail. That's really the biggest thing. Another thing is maybe, which I don't see how they could, just because of transformation purposes, maybe get that a little bit smaller or maybe a little bit further down on his back, but then you'd run the risk of getting it in the way of the legs. Yeah, you kind of have to sacrifice some stuff here. Not gonna. It looks cool, because he actually, if you watch the movie, this is kind of how it is. It's not that big of a. It's not really not that big of an issue. It really isn't. This is pretty much how it is. It's just smaller and a little bit lower on his back. So obviously you guys see the blades here. He's got obviously has two of them. Flip this down, and then there's a gray button right on the side right here. You press it and they flip out, and my finger got in the way, but they do flip out. They're actually kind of touchy. If you flip them back, they don't really hold their position perfect, but that's okay. I mean, if I get another one, I may even just take the swords off because they do get in the way. So I might just do that anyway. I'm going to leave this one with the swords on because having them displayed like this, he looks pretty cool with them actually. Obviously his talking and lighting up feature and his Mecha Live gimmick is you press down on this right here and I am Optimus Prime. Cool. That, as far as I know, and I'd be willing to bet my life on it, that is Peter Cullen. And if not, then my life is over. And I mean, really, whoever did it, kudos to them for sounding just like Peter Cullen. I really think they took a phrase from the movie. I think probably like the end of the movie where he's sending his message off into space. I don't know. Who knows? But my best guess is that's Peter Cullen. The eyes, I know why they're yellow. They didn't put, I wish they did. They didn't put a blue light in his eyes. They just put a white light, and because he has blue light piping, it ends up looking greenish yellow. That's probably why. He has the red in the chest in the Mecha Live gimmick, and he says, I am Optimus Prime, obviously. So anyway, I can't say anything better, and I can't really say anything more about this figure. He's about as good as a figure that you can get. I recommend him highly. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will have other reviews out for you shortly. Thanks for watching.